Like sands through the hourglass of time, these are the satellite imagery of our lives. Yeah, the visible satellite here on windy.com. If you're wondering what this is, it's not an alien spacecraft. It's artifacts created by the satellites not having all of the data for that area. And welcome to space. Are you spaced out? Are you watching our daily space weather content? Well, I highly suggest it. This is a meteorology segment. And wherever you're watching the videos, make sure you check them out on YouTube, Twitch, on BitChute. We're all over the internet. We're all over your favorite social media, most likely. So check us out there. Press share. Tell your friends and foes. I'm not so sure the algorithms are doing it. Next, looking at the jet streams of the Western world. Cold temperatures subsiding here a little bit in Pennsylvania. It was shockingly cold yesterday. We saw snow. There was a pileup on Route 81 near Pine Grove, Pennsylvania. About a 50-car pileup there, vehicle fires, and all kinds of insanity happening because people don't know how to drive. They think they're going to drive the same speed in a snow squall when it starts accumulating on the road, like 80 miles an hour. Probably not the best plan. Anyway, those are the jet streams of the Western world. Here are the surface winds. And when you're looking at weather from a global perspective, the jet stream is the ultimate. If you're a world surfer, if you know the jet stream, you will have a good concept of where the good surf is, especially if you know the rest of atmospheric physics. And we create these meteorology videos to help people forecast their own weather. So this data is from nullschool.net. By the way, these are the surface winds of the eastern world. And we'll go to jet streams. There are the 250 hectopascal winds, known as the jet streams, blowing backwards over the central Indian Ocean there. And some huge bends and a divergence here over the Pacific. Continuing on to show a temperature anomaly forecast. This is based on the GFS model. It's a 72-hour temperature anomaly forecast. Keep in mind, temperatures are shown here in degrees Celsius. So some very warm temperatures coming to the mid-Atlantic states. And for you folks who are wondering where we're located right about here in Lehigh Valley, Pennsylvania, about 12 miles west of New Jersey. Again, that's a 72-hour GFS temperature anomaly forecast in degrees Celsius. And let's continue on to your pressure and precipitation forecast for the same period. Some ice storm here showing up around the Great Lakes region and then moving off into Canada over the next 3 days. 72-hour forecasts are reasonable enough. And check out the band of huge storms here. Yowzers, this whole area right here. A huge box there of massive storms kicking up. Some cold air is going to be pushing that through, creating huge pressure gradients, severe storms, especially in the southern part of that, it looks like. Going to be strong storms all the way from Illinois to the Florida Panhandle. Yowzers. That's berserk. It's berserk, folks. Large portions of the country about to get kaplastered. Again, that's a GFS 72-hour pressure and precipitation forecast. So here's your weather.gov map. And you can expect to see this light up with some additional flood watches and so on. Those green areas are flood watches. The tan areas are wind advisories. If your county is lit up, just click your county here at weather.gov. And check out the NASA GOES lightning mapper. We've got some heavy lightning here around the Galapagos, right over here. And some lightning here in the Arizona region. Some desert lightning kicking off there. And let's check the real-time lightning map to see if we have any terrestrial strikes, and it looks like we may. Shout out to our viewers from Prescott, Arizona. There's thunder rolling in. And if you're able to see these storms from a tall building especially, take a video of the cloud tops. You may find sprites, green elves, purple moons, blue diamonds, and possibly Lou Diamond Phillips, if he's maybe astrally projecting above the clouds. Who knows? Take some imagery of it, as those sprites and other weird features that we see above thunderheads are not typically visible to the naked eye. We've got some strikes here as well, south of Farmington, New Mexico. That's lightningmaps.org, by the way, if you're wondering. Lightningmaps.org. I use it when I hear thunder. Let's take a look at the Pacific Ocean and the water vapor above it. What's great about this imagery is it catches all the water vapor, not just that which is condensed onto clouds. Huge dry air mass still hanging out there in the South Pacific. A bit of a low pressure there rotating counterclockwise. Remember, folks, if you're in the Americas, most of your weather comes from the west as the jet stream blows from west to east. Again, that's the water vapor over the Pacific Ocean, Earth's largest body of water and largest surface heat sink, due to the massive heat latency of water. If you've taken basic physics, you'd know about heat latency. Water takes a lot of energy to heat up and gives up a lot of energy to cool down. Next, the U.S. Doppler radar showing vertical motion of water droplets in the air column will fixate on the lower 48. Scattered showers across a large portion of the country right now. Rain and snow stretching all the way from Montana to Phoenix. And some scattered showers around most of Texas. Here's a shortwave radiation map showing clouds and fog at night. We've got some rapid cloud nucleation happening down here, probably caused by some hot water north of the Bahamas. Low clouds here over the eastern seaboard as winds accelerate as they blow out to sea. And we're going to have a little bit of a respite in the cold temperatures here as this air mass is going to be a little bit warmer. And also, we've got this band of dry, massive air just stabbing its way into Kansas, just stabbing its way in there. It's more massive than the surrounding air. It's a high pressure relative to this air right here and this air right here. And it's acting like a partition-like feature there. Let's do a recap. U.S. Doppler radar. Doppler radar systems are ground-based radar systems measuring vertical motion of water droplets in the air column. 3.9 nanometer infrared radiation satellite measuring infrared radiation at 3.9 nanometers, showing clouds and fog at nighttime. And the water vapor map, satellite-based system showing water vapor in the atmosphere. And that should probably clarify any issues you have with your Doppler. They may look a little unclear today. We hope you're able to forecast your own weather here at the Smash News Network, least busted name of news. Thanks for tuning in. Again, don't forget to check out our other videos on our other platforms. We're all over the internet. Thanks for tuning in. May that solar wind be at your back. I've been your host, Dan, a.k.a. Smash-O-Mash, signing off.